As she slept, she dreamed of a prince who spoke to her. "Beauty," he said, "I admire your virtuous character. This price you have paid for your father is an act that shall be rewarded. You are not as unfortunate here as you think, for I love you dearly. Only trust me, and do not let your eyes deceive you when you look upon me." Beauty awoke even more than when she had fallen asleep after such a dream. She proceeded to explore the castle, found several magnificent rooms, one of which contained several paintings, and she gasped when she found a painting of the very prince she had seen in her dreams. Perhaps he was a captive of the beast. Perhaps he lay somewhere in this very castle under lock and key. That day she found, indeed, all of her needs were met, and she had the freedom to roam the castle grounds as she wished. At supper that evening, the beast joined her, and they enjoyed remarkably pleasant conversation. Perhaps he truly did not wish to eat her, Beauty wondered. Perhaps he was kinder than one would think at his ugliness. "Tell me, Beauty," said the beast, "do you not consider me very ugly?" "I must be honest. Yes, I think you're very ugly, but I'm coming to believe that you are very kind as well." "Yet, not only am I ugly, I am very stupid too. I am, after all, I am a monster." "Stupid people do not recognize that they are stupid, so surely you are not stupid at all. As for being a monster, I've known several monsters who are both stupid and unkind, and yet have beautiful faces. When I consider your kindness, you do not seem an ugly monster at all." The beast smiled for the first time since Beauty's arrival. "Beauty, would you marry me?" Beauty was taken aback at this request. "I ask only that you answer honestly." "Then if I must be honest, I do not wish to marry you, beast." "Very well." The beast's smile dissolved into sadness, and he left Beauty alone for the evening. That night, Beauty dreamed again of the prince. "Why are you so unkind to me, Beauty?" he implored. "Trust me. Do not be deceived by appearances." Exactly this pattern continued for days. Beauty enjoyed her days in the castle, supped and enjoyed conversation with the beast in the evenings, refused his consistent proposals, and then dreamed of the prince, who continued to warn her, "Do not be deceived by appearances." She could only wonder at the sense of it, and continued to look for any dungeon or prison within the castle walls where she might find the prince captive. But she did not find anything of the sort, and so continued as she did, growing ever more comfortable with the beast, and perhaps even a little fond of him. "What a pity he is so ugly," she often thought, "for he is so kind and good." Over time, though, she came to miss her family dreadfully, and finally mustered up the courage to ask the beast if she should be able to return, just for a brief visit, that they might know that she was safe and well. He answered that he loved her so much he would rather die than keep her from her happiness. She reassured him that she was not leaving him forever, but wished only to go for a short visit. "Very well. You may go, though you shall surely find me dead upon your return, if you choose to return at all." He gave her a ring, instructing her that, should she wish to return, she need only twist the ring on her finger and say, "I wish to return to the beast." With that, he sent her to bed, assuring her she would be home by morning. As she slept, Beauty saw her prince again, this time weeping and lamenting, "Why do you leave me to my death? Have I not been kind enough?" When she woke in the morning, Beauty recognized that she was in the bed of her youth. Indeed, she was in her family's magnificent city house. She greeted everyone gleefully, and was received by all as if a miracle herself. She told of the beast's kindness and of her life in the castle. Only her father did she tell of the strange dreams she had of the prince. You say yourself, he said to her, the beast loves you and cares for you, and you care for him, despite his ugliness. Perhaps the prince is indeed a captive of the beast, but dwells not in any castle dungeon, but inside the beast himself. Beauty did not know what to make of this, but continued to enjoy her days back with her family. Interestingly, she did not dream of the prince at all, until one day, after she had almost forgotten the beast and the prince entirely, she had a dream in which she saw the prince again. This time he was dying on the dark and cold floor of a cave that Beauty recognized from beyond the castle gardens. She awoke greatly distressed and determined to return to the castle to save the prince, now that she knew where he was held captive. She bid her family farewell once more, twisted the ring on her finger as she'd been instructed, and found herself immediately in the castle garden. She ran beyond the gardens to the cave, where she did indeed find a figure lying and dying on the cold cave floor. To her surprise, it was not the prince, but the beast. "Oh, beast," she said, I knew not until this moment how much I truly love and care for you." "How can you love such an ugly creature as myself?" responded the beast with his last breaths. "Your ugliness is not your fault," she replied, "and you have overcome it with kindness. I know the prince who lies captive within you. It is he whom I love." "Beauty, now I shall die content to know that you love me and that I may see you one last time." "You shall not die," she insisted. "Here and now I answer the question you have asked me every evening. Yes, yes, beast, I shall marry you." A great and magnificent light filled the cave at that moment as a swarm of fireflies encircled Beauty and the Beast, bringing them out of the cave and disappearing up, up, up into the sky. Beauty watched them fly until the very last firefly could no more be seen. And when she looked back to where the beast had lain, there she saw, standing, the prince that she had seen in her dreams.